Good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, November 6th, and another beautiful day outside. I'll get to the weather in just a moment. On our show today, we have the Hearing Well Club, and Tony's going to be talking about their meeting coming up. We also, first up, we're going to have Gary Culp here today. He usually comes on once a year. Always good to see you, Gary. And he's going to talk about Aetna's Medicare solutions. Kids Give to Kids. This is a wonderful program, a wonderful charity that you're going to find out about. And I really like what they do, how children can take some toys and things and that they may not use anymore, that are in good condition, and have a way to drop it off, and then other kids that can come there and pick up that toy and choose it. It's really a great program. So stay tuned for that. And Saddleback Emeritus, their chorale is here today, well, in the form of Director Doug Custance, and he's also has one of the performers along with him. Now, as far as meetings go today, we have the GRF meeting. This is the regular monthly board meeting. That will be at 9:30 in the boardroom. Then Third has their special meeting. As you know, they had a vacancy on their board, and this is to appoint a board member. This will be at 11:30 in the Sycamore Room. Then a while later, Third will have their finance meeting. That will be in the boardroom at 1:30. Now let's get to the beautiful weather, and boy, I just love this. We get a little fog in the morning, just a bit, not that much today. It clears up to just bright sunny days, maybe a little bit of clouds out there, a little bit of high clouds, but not bad at all. And that's just going to continue. Highs of about 72 today, and tomorrow 75. We're going to see that bump up as we get to Friday and Saturday. We're going to have a slight high pressure system move in. And that could bring a very slight amount of offshore winds or breezes. Not much at all. In fact, even less so than when we had last weekend, or actually it was in the middle of a week last week, and that wasn't even that much. So we will have a little bit. It will warm up, but not that much at all. But take a look at the overnight temperatures. Because it's going to be so clear out there, those temperatures overnight are really going to go down to the low 50. So very nice. Again, it's not going to be that warm, bump up by maybe 5 degrees for a day or two. That's going to be about it. Let's take a look around Orange County and elsewhere, and you can see all the temperatures are just really nice. Mid-70s just about everywhere you go. The beaches going to average maybe about 69 degrees or so. Actually, some of the beaches a little more south to us along San Clemente and Dana Point, they may only get to about 65 today, but overall sunny out there, very pleasant. Big Bear 63, nice up there, kind of warm up there for Big Bear. Going down though to 33 at night, and Palm Springs 88 degrees. So just going forward, beautiful, beautiful fall temperatures. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Parkinson's disease is a neurological movement disorder affecting an estimated 1 million Americans, including many under age 40. It has no cure. Parkinson's is not limited to how a person moves. It can also cause symptoms like depression, fatigue, and impaired speech. Today, there is a new diagnosis every 9 minutes, though Parkinson's can be present for years before being diagnosed. The American Parkinson Disease Association is the largest grassroots network in the United States, working to help ease the burden and find the cure. For more than 50 years, APDA has funded pioneering research and provided critical support to those affected by Parkinson's. Visit apdaoptimism.org today to find out how you can help millions live with dignity and optimism. Your action today will help APDA put an end to Parkinson's disease.
Kiana Lee. Today, we're talking with Dr. Christine Chung. Today's topic is gum disease. Doctor, what do we need to know about gum disease? Mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gum disease is an infection of the tissue that support and surround your teeth. It's a major cause of tooth loss in adults, but it's an easy fix.
Thank you, doctor. So don't wait, people. Come on in and get your 7-day dental smile.
When you travel with AAA, you get more than a vacation. You get exclusive AAA member benefits, special offers on unforgettable experiences, and the travel planning knowledge of your own AAA travel agent. When you travel with AAA, you get the vacation of your dreams. To save on a pleasant holidays vacation, visit your local AAA travel agent today.
Well, today I'd like to welcome Gary Culp, and Gary is with Aetna Medicare Solutions, and we always are happy to see him this time of the year, and I'd like to welcome you back. So
thank you. It's great to see you.
It is wonderful.
Thanks for having me.
You know, every year there's changes, and just in Medicare in general, but then the different plans that are out there, and that's why you're here today.
That's right. It's actually a great time of year to meet, and appreciate you having me back and have the opportunity to talk about what's going on in the market. So every year, beneficiaries have the opportunity to take a look at what's the best solution for them for the upcoming year. And if it makes sense to make a change, there's options to change too, or if they want to stay where they are, that's fine too. Yeah, and it's always good to see your needs. It's individual and how the different plans fit you best. So we're going to take a look at this first slide, and this is news to me that more than 160 years of experience. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
A company that's been around for over 160 years, has been a Fortune company for many years, and has done really great things like ensuring the astronauts when they went to the moon, and doing healthcare, and also being in the community for across the nation in every zip code within the United States, and ensuring many employers for their commercial members as well as retirees that are in the market.
That's amazing. 160 years. So they probably insured the covered wagons coming across.
That's right.
Way back then, right?
That's right.
So, and they paid the first Medicare claim. Now, Medicare,
they did.
Am I right, was implemented in the 1960s with President Johnson, right?
That's correct. Yeah. And actually, back when it first started, it was a program that was very much just the traditional Medicare program, like many people are used to that are in the market today. But today we have other options that actually make that dollar for Medicare actually stretch a little bit further. So the nice thing is that beneficiaries don't just have that original option that Medicare originally offered or intended to, but many others that can actually make it even a more value proposition for them. But the nice thing about Aetna is that having paid the first claim in this program, we've been doing Medicare for a long time. So not only being around for 160 years, but a lot of experience in Medicare.
And over 1 million people have the Medicare Advantage program.
That's right.
Yeah.
So nationally, we actually cover over 1 million lives in a Medicare Advantage program, both in the way of an HMO as well as a PPO, which I know we're going to talk about in a little bit.
Okay, yes. And so 4 out of 5 star PPOs are the plans in Orange County.
That's right.
I didn't realize that most people choose the PPO plan. Is that correct?
Well, we actually, health insurance is very personal, as you mentioned. So it really depends on what the personal needs are of each individual retiree. So, is it that they want more access and freedom, or is it that they're really looking for their doctor to help them navigate the healthcare system and maybe go into something that's a little narrower network? So we have both options, so depending on what they like.
And we're going to look at the PPO plan first. So we're going to put this on the screen.
Perfect.
And I had a question I was asking Gary this before we went on. And I know when people take what I call straight Medicare, that's just my word for it, I think that's what it's called, but then they opt for the supplemental medical plan, sometimes I think it's called Part F, that it's usually a PPO type plan. And that's what I was asking, how is this different? Is this a PPO Advantage plan?
Well, it's a great question. So really, if we start with just kind of what's called the traditional Medicare program, which is what people that are eligible for Medicare actually receive, that actually gives them access to coverage under the Medicare program.
Okay.
Then they can actually opt to make other choices. So for example, they can wrap around that traditional Medicare, what's known as a Medicare supplement program.
Right.
And that allows them for plans like what I think you were describing that your family members have, which are on a Medicare supplement. They can also opt to include a individual prescription plan that's known as a prescription drug plan, or the market may term in acronyms, because in healthcare we love acronyms, as a PDP. And then there's the option of Medicare Advantage programs. And the program is something that the federal government put in place many years ago to try to maximize the actual value of the Medicare program.
Okay.
And the Medicare Advantage program has a couple of different options that Aetna offers. So one is a PPO, which is a preferred provider organization, to kind of spell out the acronyms again. That gives access to a broad network. In fact, it's a national network of providers that are on the PPO. And then there's the HMO, which is actually the Health Maintenance Organization. And not to get tied up in all
we got the HMO
exactly, plan. Not to get tied up in all the details, if you will, but the difference is that the HMO is where you select a group of doctors and what's known as a primary care physician, or a PCP, and that doctor helps in terms of coordinating your care.
Okay, and this really comes down to maybe the preference that people have. Perhaps people who are, some folks who are going on Medicare for the first time don't have really any health issues. Maybe they'll choose the HMO plan. Maybe later on in life they can then switch to the PPO plan. Am I right?
It could be that. It also could be lifestyle. So for example, some people may be very much in their community and don't spend a lot of time outside of, let's say, Orange County, and having a specified network within that area for your regular care, and then emergent and urgent care worldwide will work under an HMO type of setting, where others may have a home here, and then also maybe they have a home in the desert.
Okay.
And maybe they want a little bit more portability, where they can have regular care in both locations, and the PPO will allow for that.
Looking at the HMO plan, if we could bring up that other slide again, I see two different ones.
Yeah, good question.
I see the Prime plan and the Select plan. Now, when I look at it,
they look very similar.
They look similar as far as your monthly output.
They're both very robust plans, so they provide a lot of coverage with very low out-of-pocket costs for the beneficiary. But they're also different networks. So when you're looking at what providers you would like, then it makes a difference in terms of which plan is the best suited for you based on that provider. Okay.
Question that I have, that I know people who are going into Medicare for the first time and they're looking at these Advantage type programs and they see a zero monthly premium, they go, oh good, I don't have to pay anything for Medicare. Well, you still do.
You do.
Yeah.
So just to
they don't give any, the government doesn't give anything away, but you pay it, it's taken out maybe your Social Security or whatever it might be.
Exactly. So there's a couple of key components to the traditional Medicare program. The Part A part of the Medicare program is one that, as active employees, we're paying into today, and as individuals that are retired, you've paid into it for years as you've been working or your spouse has been working. And then there's the Part B element of the traditional Medicare program, which comes at a monthly premium.
Right.
Now that changes over time, but essentially most people have that deducted out of their Social Security check. There's other ways to pay for it, but that's the way most do it. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And
so I want to clear that up.
For the plan itself, though, there's no additional premium.
Right.
So to actually get the added benefits that are offered through the HMO options that Aetna is offering, you can get that with no additional premium. Plus, there's also zero cost share in services like your regular doctor visits for your primary care physician.
Okay, and on the PPO plan, as we saw, there is the additional $73.
That's right. So on the PPO, that provides the broader access to the national network, and it's more self-directed. So you choose when you go to the doctor and which providers you want to go to. And for that, there's an added premium of $73 a month.
Okay, so let's look at the next slide here, and just some of the people you work with. Monarch Healthcare, which many of us around here know.
That's right.
We've known for years.
Right.
In fact, we used to see Gary coming on with them years ago.
That's right.
And of course, a couple great hospitals in this area, Mission and Saddleback. So.
Yeah, the nice thing is that really, because Aetna's been in healthcare for so long, we actually have a large, what's called commercial footprint. So active employees that are gaining access to providers. As a result, we've actually used that to understand what consumers want in the way of providers and networks. So our network is very broad. So this is very much a snapshot of some really key partners that we have in the market, but we have many more providers.
Just depending where people live.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Now, we're going to put up a number here that you folks can call. And you know, as Gary said, it's very individual. There are all kinds of different plans out there and different ways you can go about this. And it's always good to really check things out and figure out what's best with you. I know what's very nice here, Gary, in Orange County. We have HICAP and the Council on Aging where people can sit down and they just give you a broad view of maybe what's right for you. They don't point you to any one person or company, although Gary's a great person. But you get some good advice there.
Yes.
Because it's different for everyone.
It is. And you know, at the end of the day, I think what you're saying, and I'm going to say it a little bit differently, is that this is a personal choice. Take the time to actually evaluate what options are available and make a selection that's best for you. There's a lot of different ways that you can do that. You can do it, for example, with the organizations that you referenced. And then Aetna's got an 800 number here that's toll-free that you can call. We can help you over the phone. We can have someone come to your home. We can meet you in a group setting where we have meetings and everything as well.
All right, very good. And again, the number's on the screen, 1-800-883-9203, and then the TTY extension would be 711. Is that correct? Okay.
That's right.
All right, if you need that option as well. Thank you very much. Always good to see you.
Great to see you too.
The year goes by quick.
I know, and thanks for doing this for the community as well, because it helps in terms of getting out the education, and we appreciate it.
Oh, we appreciate you coming here. Don't wait another year.
Yeah.
Okay. Take care. We'll be back.
I'm coming for you, Cancer. With California Protons, I now have the technology and expertise to fight with unmatched precision. I'll zero in and wear you down with radiation, millimeter by millimeter. You won't weaken me. I'll spare my tissues and protect myself against future threats. Cancer, you're history. I'm looking to the future.
When you travel with AAA, you get more than a vacation. You get exclusive AAA member benefits, special offers on unforgettable experiences, and the travel planning knowledge of your own AAA travel agent. When you travel with AAA, you get the vacation of your dreams. To save on a pleasant holidays vacation, visit your local AAA travel agent today. Adapt to It believes that you should be able to do the activities at home that are important to you. Being safe and independent in bathing and mobility will make you feel happy and self-sufficient. Let the professionals at Adapt to It assist you to choose the perfect items to help you live the beautiful life you deserve. Adapt to It delivers, bills Medicare, and many of our products are made here in the USA. When you can't change it, adapt to it.
I did whatever I felt I had to in order to feed my addiction. I couldn't fight it anymore, but I didn't know how to stop. When I hit bottom, my family intervened and found beginnings treatment centers. Today, I'm not a slave to my addiction. I have my family and my life back. I hope and pray that if you or a loved one needs help, that you make the call like I did.
Hi, I'm John Bowser Bauman. You probably know me best as Bowser from Sha-Na-Na, but I'm also president of Social Security Works PAC. And you know, when I'm in Laguna Woods, I always watch Village television. Grease for peace.
Well, I'd like to welcome from the Hearing Well Club, Tony Berrien, and always good to see you. Welcome.
It's wonderful to be here.
Yes. We were just talking how much we just love this weather. So, now coming up on November 13th, which is it a week from today or 2 weeks?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Next
already.
Tuesday.
Wow. You folks will be having your meeting, and tell us about this one. It'll be at the Performing Arts Center, Clubhouse 3.
Yep. It's all going to be about entertainment.
Yeah.
One of the problems that many people have is hearing well in the theater,
Yeah, yeah.
the plays. And so we're going to talk about how you can improve your hearing, or how with assistive technology. So the Sedgestrom representative will be there. We have somebody coming from the Laguna Playhouse. This is their first time. I'm really excited about it. They recently got a grant that allows them to have captioned performances. So we're
Laguna Playhouse?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, once a month they have a. I just went last Saturday. We saw a seafarer, so a little salty. But it was good. The acting was phenomenal.
No, you know what? They do great stuff down there.
Yeah.
They really do.
And we're going to be talking about assistive technology at the Edwards Theater. That's a Regal.
Yeah.
And also the Regency. And what's going to be different about this time is we're going to have a raffle, because there's going to be tickets.
Ah, there you go.
So, you know, tickets at the Sedgestrom and Laguna Playhouse, you know, it's just be fabulous to get complimentary tickets for the play of your choice. As a matter of fact, we're kind of planning to have a special event, get a van, and go in January to see Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh,
so it's
and that will be
at the Laguna Playhouse.
Oh, that'll be
so
good.
I'd like to do that as a group. So we're going to introduce that at our next meeting.
Hey, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Along these same lines here. When you go to the theater nowadays, standard movie theater, most of the the popular ones, the big blockbuster type action adventure, Marvel and things like that, very loud sounds. Even for us, even for my daughter, you'll see her sometimes covering her ears. But these are the type of movies that most people go and see nowadays. These really high energy type movies.
I'll tell you, the hearing aid industry loves that.
Yeah, I bet they do. Because even, I notice it sometimes, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But my question is, how does that affect people who are using some sort of a hearing device? Do they have to turn that down? Does it make them hear better? I don't know.
You can.
Because louder doesn't mean better.
You can adjust the volume, yes. The problem with the sound, if it's too loud and you're wearing some kind of aid or cochlear implant, is that it really there's a lot of reverberation in the room.
Okay, right,
because those instruments have microphones in them, and it's amplifying everything.
Yeah.
And you can only just dial back just so much. So if you use an assistive technology, if you use a receiver that they can provide, you can adjust the volume. I know hearing people that are now using assistive technology just for that purpose.
Yeah, I can understand.
Because noise-induced hearing loss is a possibility if you expose yourself to a lot of loud noises, especially over 15 minutes, 30 minutes. The more time you spend in that explosive kind of sound, the more chance you have of hurting your hearing.
Well, I remember going to concerts back in the late 70s, early 80s.
See this?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is noise-induced hearing loss.
You went to a lot of concerts?
You don't have to go to a lot. You just have to go to one.
Yeah. Well, you know what I was going to say is a lot of times you'd go to these concerts, and concerts used to be a lot longer back then. They could be up to 3 hours. And after you left the arena, especially if it was indoor, your ears would be ringing.
I know where
And
you're
as a kid, I used to think, we used to go, oh, it wasn't a good concert unless your ears are ringing at the end. Of course, we didn't know any better.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's so dangerous. So anyway, and like I said, the hearing aid dispensers and the audiologists, they love it because your hearing diminishes, and then you need to get hearing aids.
I like the idea of going to a theater and maybe to the point, even if people have perfect hearing, putting in earphones and connecting it to your phone or something, and maybe controlling it.
Yes,
that would be great. I like that. Yeah.
So, but I'd like to, separate from this, I would like to throw in one other thing. We had a fabulous meeting, it was a bonus meeting, it was an extra special event last Thursday, and we video recorded it, and it's on our website, and it's about hearing aids and hearing loops.
Oh, great. Good,
and I had a phenomenal speaker come from Wisconsin, so it's a doctor of audiology, and wasn't selling anything, and she just talks pure truth, and she's wonderful. And I've already gotten a lot of feedback that they've really enjoyed the videos. You know, we try to videotape all of our meetings and put them on our website.
And of course, very easy, hearingwellclub.com.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
That's good. I'll send it to my father-in-law. All right. I want to thank you for coming on. This is great. This is really going to be a neat meeting.
The holiday time, you know, people have a little extra time to go entertainment and all. So
all are invited.
Yep.
Okay, very good. So that is next Tuesday at the Performing Arts Center. Doors open at 1:45, so be there, and maybe you'll win something, but even if you don't, you're going to get a lot of good information about when you go to these theaters, movie theaters, legitimate theaters, whatever they might be. I think this is really good.
Yeah.
Very nice. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You take care of yourself.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Yeah, but that's so true.
Imagine a life. Now imagine this life belongs to someone you care about. Someone you love. Your spouse, your parent, your child, best friend, sister, coworker, or neighbor. Of course, you'd want the best life imaginable for them. A life with caring, meaningful relationships. The chance to succeed in school, fulfilling, challenging work, and a rewarding career. In short, you'd want them to have a long and happy life. Now imagine there was something keeping them from these things. Something that prevented it from happening. Something invisible, powerful, and often overwhelming. The good news is people can and do get better. With treatment and support, up to 90% of people with mental health challenges report a better quality of life. The bad news is most people who need help don't seek help. Why? Stigma. Stigma is the brick wall. Stigma is the fear of being quickly labeled and having people judge and form opinions about you before they actually know you. Stigma can keep a person from seeking help and living the life they deserve. So what's the solution? Honesty. Because honesty is stigma's weak spot. When we speak honestly and openly about mental health, stigma loses its power. Honesty breaks down barriers and removes obstacles, so people may seek help sooner. Families and friends will understand how to help and support. Schools become more accepting and understanding. Businesses place a person's value where value should be placed. And people understand and reach out to others. Because a simple thing like honesty creates a culture where one thing doesn't define someone. It's just one small part of what makes a person, well, a person. Each Mind Matters is California's mental health movement dedicated to creating and fostering open and honest conversations about mental health that break down the barriers of stigma. By increasing awareness of mental health, change happens all around us. Families and friends learn how to help the ones they love. Systems and services adapt so assistance is readily available if needed. Communities recognize the importance of mental health. In fact, 80% of people believe that recovery from mental illness is possible, and more people are willing to socialize, work with, and live in neighborhoods with people with mental health issues than just a year ago. But your support and investment is vital to keep the movement moving, to reduce mental health stigma and enable people we love to live the lives they deserve.
Welcome back. Well, we have something very interesting to talk about today. Daniel Barrett is here with Kids Give to Kids, and it's a whole new concept on doing a toy drive. Well, welcome.
Hi, good morning.
So thanks for being here. And so what do you mean it's a whole new kind of toy drive?
Well, everybody knows about a toy drive,
Right.
you know, and it's really awesome. You know, kids that are less fortunate get the toys that, you know, for the holidays that they probably wouldn't get. But what we're trying to change is the whole dynamics of less fortunate versus fortunate.
Okay.
We're trying to make every kid equal based on sharing a toy.
Okay.
So we actually created an app. So all the toys that we're collecting, which will be over 10,000 plus toys, because we have Staples sponsored 300 boxes for us to place all over Orange County.
Right.
So we're collecting all these toys, but what we're doing is we're actually putting the toys on the app where kids actually get to choose their own toys for free for the first time.
Oh, wow.
But it's also an all year round app. So it's not just for the holidays.
Okay.
So the all year round part, kids can take their used toys that they don't play with, put onto the app where other kids go to choose those toys. Then we have local restaurants that are the pick up and drop off. So when a kid picks up a toy or drops off a toy, they get a free kids meal.
Well, no, I was reading about that, and it sounds really interesting. The fact that you're doing it year-round is really nice because it's like a recycling program.
There's so many variables to it that really are just, you know, it's changing the way things been done. I always joke around and I say technology's finally caught up to my brain. So
you've been thinking about this for a while. So let's talk about Kids Give to Kids. You know, what is it all about?
So primarily, you know, I grew up in foster home and foster care, so I wasn't able to choose a toy or even get a toy sometimes. And, you know, I learned about a point system in Albert Sutton Home, which is now called Orange Woods. So I learned how to earn points and turn those points into free things. And then I was bullied in ways that would probably break your heart. So I created this app based on my life as a child.
Okay.
So we've got the opportunity for kids to choose their own toys, opportunity for everybody on the app to earn points for free haircuts, movie passes, anything they can think of.
Okay.
And an anti-bullying program that's very proactive versus reactive. So it's based on teaching kids confidence in a fun and loving way with our alien stickers that people can go onto the website and, you know, they can check out the little pictures that we've already created of the aliens. It's really just, it's different.
Right. Well, it seems more involved, you know, where people can be involved with the app or they can be involved with the children or giving or however. And I like the fact that you're talking about, you know, straight to kids, not the parents. So obviously our community has grandchildren and children. What would you want them to say to their children about the program?
Well, I mean, our hopes is, you know, imagine a kid that is less fortunate, let's say, is always a receiver. So they're not quite givers until they become adults.
Okay.
With our program, imagine that they can choose a toy for the first time, a brand new toy for themselves. And let's say a couple months later, they decide to put that toy up as a used toy, and at age 7, they became a giver for the first time in their lives. This is an opportunity to teach kids to become givers. One of our slogans it says on our card is, the gift is giving, not the toy.
Right.
You know, so we want to teach these kids in a very unique way, in a fun way. And so imagine a family saying, oh, Jimmy, do you want a new toy? And Jimmy's like, yeah, I want a new toy. And okay, Jimmy, go pick 2 of your used toys that you don't play with anymore. We're going to put it up onto the app for other kids to choose, and then you get to pick a new toy. And Jimmy's like, okay.
Wow. Well, how do you plan to generate, you know, the toys throughout the year? I mean, you'll have spots for people to drop off and pick up, but what if, you know, you have more children that want to receive and you don't have enough toys?
So only the holidays are we doing the toy drives, but all the businesses that are under our umbrella, our you know, affiliate partners on our app, they're all under an agreement to purchase $50 worth of new toys every single month. So if we have 1,000 businesses on board, they're paying $50 a month to rejuvenate our new toys. And in due time, we're going to get into school supplies, electronics, you know, footballs, basketballs, hand mitts, you know. So we're going to evolve and we'll grow. So, I mean, our goal is the more businesses we have on board, the more children we get on board.
Okay, perfect.
But it will always be free for the kids, always be free for the families. Never will there be a charge.
All right, so now we talked about the app, and that's not going to be ready until March. So until then, how can people find out about it?
So right now, if you go onto the website, kidsgivetokids.net, We have, you see this poster here, we have a huge toy drive going on. So we'll be in 300 different locations, like right around here. We're at Ruby's at the Laguna's Mall.
Okay.
Laguna Hills Mall. And they can just go to some of the locations and drop in the toy into the box. We're gonna have boxes in the lobby here, but not until November 26th till December 23rd.
All right.
So they can come and drop off boxes here, or I can, if they want to personally, they can call me. My number's on the website, and I'll come personally to their house.
Okay.
Pick up toys if they choose to.
Okay.
But ultimately, we have a huge toy drive over at Pepino's Restaurant.
Right, and that's going to be December 13th, right?
December 13th
All right.
in Lake Forest, and Pepino's is sponsoring the event, so they're laying out a full buffet of food. I have a friend of mine bringing in desserts, so little mini cupcakes, stuff like that. So it's a great way to just bring a toy, have a free meal, and socialize and network, and just be a part of the community.
Well, this is a great opportunity. And now, what about volunteers? I mean, if you have people in our community who'd like to participate, how do they go about doing that?
Yeah, so if they go to the website, again, kidsgivetokids.net, we have a volunteer page, and they can fill out the little, questionnaire. It's just a simple email. And they can say, yeah, we'd love to volunteer. What I like doing is I actually personally would like to meet with them. So we'll meet at Starbucks and go over a conversation, and I like to know what their interests are. And I don't like just dictating to people, hey, do this, do that. I'd rather them tell me what their passions are, and maybe we can fit them to, because we're gonna have a lot of things to do.
Yeah, it sounds
so
like it.
yeah, so it's so we can probably fit them in a way that they are just happy to do, to help us out and to volunteer, and it's a heartfelt program.
It sounds great, and the fact that you've got 300 locations already signed up, ready to go to have these boxes ready for Christmas is amazing. And they can find out where they are on the website, right?
Yeah, by the middle of November, I will have a complete list of all the locations on the website.
All right.
We do have some videos of some of the locations. We're doing a film on Thursday. This Thursday, we're going to go to about 30 plus locations. And
good.
Actually let people see the boxes at the locations.
Great.
And so yeah, I mean, we're hands-on, so we'll definitely be always generating, information for them to help them, find locations to donate toys for us.
Well, congratulations on achieving a lifelong dream of yours, it sounds like.
It's, people ask me, how long have you been thinking about this? I go, well, I guess my whole life.
Yeah, forever.
I just didn't know I was going to do it.
Yeah, well, here you are doing it, and congratulations.
Thank you
and
so
good luck
much.
to you with your program.
Well, I appreciate this, and I appreciate you guys giving me the time.
You're welcome. Thanks for being on.
Thank you so much.
And don't forget, if you would like to give a toy or volunteer or participate, you can go to kidsgivetokids.net. We'll be right back after this.
Alexis, I'm Daniel. Nice to meet you.
Daniel, nice to meet you.
I'm the founder of Kids Give to Kids, and we're Staples sponsored 300 boxes for us to put boxes all over Orange County to raise toys. And what we're doing differently than no one else in the world is doing, we actually created an app. So all the toys that we are collecting, we put onto the app where kids actually get to choose their own toy for free. How awesome is that?
That's awesome.
So we're looking for locations that will allow us to put a box in. So, your place is awesome because you have kids here. So
yes, all the time.
Yeah, so kids can actually put toys into the box, and so it's like kids giving to kids.
Wow.
Is that pretty cool?
Yes, that's a great idea.
Now, what's really awesome about our app, it's an all year round app. So the all year round part, kids can take their used toys that they don't play with, put onto the app where other kids can go and choose those toys. So it's really amazing. So go to our website, kidsgivetokids.net, and you can learn more. Will you let us put a box in?
Of course. We love to have kids. The kids would be so happy to see that. And anytime you want to bring a box in.
All right, thank you so much. So we'll just put it right here, and we'll let people know where a box is, and we'll be giving tons of toys away.
Okay,
thank you, Alexis. It's been a pleasure.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brian Rott, President and CEO of Cartmart here in Laguna Woods. My family's been in the golf cart business since 1959, and we win our customers over with the simple belief of we treat you right. We are proud to be the authorized dealer for Club Car here in Orange County and your go-to source for the sales and service to other major brands. We're conveniently located on El Toro Road, just minutes from Laguna Woods. So come by and see for yourself, while when doing business with Cartmart, there's no reason to go anywhere else.
If your loved one is struggling, trying to maintain independence in their home, Acticare can help. Our caregivers provide home care services to relieve the strain placed on family and make staying at home possible. Don't let another day go by without getting the care they deserve.
We can provide your loved one the care they need and motivation, and give you peace of mind. Please call to set up a free care consultation.
Acticare, responsive in-home care. Your first day is free.
Welcome back. We have the Saddleback Emeritus Chorale here with us, and we have Doug Custance and George Gillian, who are going to talk to us about a very exciting program that's coming up this weekend. Well, welcome both of you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, so you want to start with the veteran program first, or would you like to start with the Emeritus program?
Well, you know, I've been in the Emeritus program now for 39 years. And one of the groups that will be performing on Saturday has been with me that whole time, the Melody Makers Barbershop Chorus. Right. And then a few years ago, you know, the Emeritus program moved the Laguna Woods Village Chorale off of our site here, and they're in Mission Viejo. So a void was created, so we filled it with a group that we're doing privately. It's called the California Jazz Project, and this is their second performance. And we're going to do some great doo-wop and some great vocal jazz and some other things for the veterans. It's not going to be your standard veterans concert. It's going to be music that they would have heard while they were serving. It's not patriotic things so much. So
okay, so really give me an example. Like what songs?
Let's see. Good Night, Sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Fever and Mac the Knife and When I Fall in Love and Someone to Watch Over Me and all those great things like that. I think it's going to be a great concert. It will be, you'll be toe tapping and you'll be humming them all the rest of the week.
All right,
because I'm in rehearsals and I'm humming them all the time right now. So.
I bet you are. So tell me about, you know, who makes up the group?
Well, you know, it's a soup to nuts. There's just people that come in. The one group, the new group, is kind of an outgrowth of my Saturday morning voice class that I have for Emeritus. And those people in there that wanted to do something extra and something special and use their talent in a different way, we decided to pull a few people out of there and start this group. That voice class is really going well. There's about 75 or so people in it, and it's kind of like a master class every Saturday morning. And then we have our barbershop group, and you know, it's a mixed group. It's men and women. We've been doing the men and women now for about 12 years. Just this past year, the Society for the Preservation and Encouragement of Barbershop Quartet Singing, now known as the Barbershop Harmony Society, has decided to let women in. So. We were a little bit ahead of our time here because, you know, there are more women here than there are men. So
well, that's right.
So
got to include them.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, some of them probably have amazing voices, too.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. It's the best. Out of the 39 years, this is actually the best group we have ever had. We're about 50 people, and people that come are going to be just amazed. I go to rehearsal and I just can't believe what I hear. It's just lovely.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Now, George, how are you participating with all this?
Well, I'm bringing in a soloist who is an artistic gentleman, 50 years old. He's been with me for like over 20 years now. Okay. And we've worked together. His name is Joaquin Dixon. Okay. And Joaquin has been, you know, like I say, he's autistic, but he's prodigious savant. So he has a genius level in music. Oh my. So we do a lot of different, we do an array of songs. Okay. So I'm accompanying him as a jazz guitar. I'm a jazz guitarist. All right. And so we're going to be doing a few songs of, you know, like he and Heavy, he's my brother. Oh, sure. You know, and then the other song I was thinking about me even is My Buddy, which is one that was for World War II vets. Oh, that's great. So it really is about giving that, and as well as we perform for the Veterans Administration every 5th Sunday, so we're always participating and trying to do, and because I'm a music therapist by trade.
Is that what creative identity is?
That's what creative identity is. We're a musical and therapeutic arts program featuring music therapy, art therapy, ceramic therapy. We give them pre-vocational training, and they're able to earn somewhat of a living. And we have like 2 sites, one in Anaheim and one in Laguna Beach, and you know, so we're intervening in improving the quality of lives and helping them be as independent as they can be. As well as we're able to help some veterans with PSD and other things like that, because when you use music therapy, that's part of what helps them come back, and it was something that was introduced.
How did you two meet?
Well, my wife is a member of the Bell Club Society in Santa Ana, and Joaquin and George came and gave a concert for them. I wasn't there, and she came home raving about this young man and about the guitar player, and I knew we were putting this together, and it seemed like they were doing things that veterans would like to know about and veterans would need, so we decided that we'd want to have him, and she said, you know, and my wife is a musician as well, and she said, you know, he's better than Nat King Cole and all those greats, you know. So, so I'm really looking forward to. I have not heard him, but if my wife says he's okay, he's got to be okay. You know, because
he's a smart man.
He's a smart man. He's learned.
So it's really going to be great.
Well, give me an idea of kind of the setup. Like when they get there, how's it going to lay out? Like what's the agenda?
Okay, so when we start, the curtain will open, and we're going to have our barbershop harmony group. We're going to sing some doo-wop with that group, and we're going to sing some old-time barbershop things, because one of our guys was actually in World War II, and he was a barbershop singer before he left, and had quite a experience in the war, and was actually, it wasn't World War II, it was the Vietnam War, as a matter of fact. And when he came back, he was like many Vietnam vets. When they come back, you know, they were kind of disturbed a little bit about their experiences. But he got right back into barbershopping, and it saved his life practically. So he'll be there. We're going to do My Wild Irish Rose. We're going to have the audience sing with us, and we're going to be looking for singers. So I'm going to go around the audience, and if I walk, I'm going to tell them, if I walk up to you and touch you, if I walk up to them and touch them on the shoulder, that means they shouldn't come.
Oh, good thing.
And then we have lots of solos, lots of small groups. Our solos and small groups have been just working night and day. We have kind of a folk group, and we have some vocal jazz, and we have some great singers that are going to be doing things like Paper Moon, and one of my singers is doing Crazy with the Willie Nelson song. Anything that was there, Sentimental Journey, and then I think everybody will have a great time. We have a special happening at the end, so everybody will want to be there because they're going to participate. And
maybe we shouldn't give away the surprise.
We're not going to give away. You have to come. You know,
you got to attend if you want to know what's going on at the very end.
I have no idea what it is either. So.
It's just going to be a surprise. Quickly, let's talk a little bit about some of the other programs that are put on, you know, the other side of that classes that performers can
do. Sure. You know, there's a couple of us that teach voice class here, and then there's also a love of opera class that's been going on for quite some time, and a love of music class. And then in addition to those, there's kind of been a void over the years as a musicianship class, learning to read music. Okay. So we kind of started one on our own that happens just before my 10 o'clock class on Saturday. I kind of do that myself. Okay. And people are coming in, and they have very little knowledge about how to read music, and by the time they're done, they can do that. They can hold a tune, and they can figure out what key it's in and what key they sing in. And then once a month we do something called Muffins and Music. It's a little concert that we have. The singers will bring in muffins for the audience, and the audience will come in and they can sing for them a couple of songs apiece, and then we have a little coffee for them, and it's 9 o'clock. And also we have a lovely new thing that we just started, and it's called Moving with the Classics. It's a combination of music class and aerobics. They come into the room, and there's a giant screen television up there, and I select some sort of a symphony or something like that, and I get a DVD of that, and then we play that. I give them a little lesson about what it is we're going to play. I give them a little conducting lesson so they know how to beat the patterns. And then anybody that can come in, they can come in a wheelchair or in their hospital bed or stand up or sit down or lay down or whatever it is, and they get to be a conductor during that time.
Oh, that's great.
And so they're moving around, and it's really been quite successful for us. So there's lots of wonderful things musically going on here.
Oh, well, it sounds amazing. Sounds like you've kind of covered all the bases for everybody, right?
And a few tenders also.
Yeah, good. All right, well, very good. So this weekend, November 7th is the program, or is it what's the
November
date?
10th.
November 10th.
Oh, it's the 10th.
The
okay.
day, right, the day before Veterans Day. Well, Veterans Day is on the 12th, but it's actually on the 11th.
Okay, and it's at 7 p.m.
7
at the
p.m.
Performing Arts Center. And the tickets, where can you get the tickets?
Right there at the Performing Arts Center. And I believe that there's a phone number that you can call also. One of our people. I didn't bring the phone number, but I think it's out there in they can find the number in the Globe. We just had a front page Globe
perfect.
thing,
And that'll be coming out this Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have them look for the Globe. I'll go ahead and find that number for everybody.
And tickets are $15 and $10 and $5. The $5 are way in the back, and they come with a bottle of oxygen. So.
All right, perfect. Thank you both. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. And don't forget that this weekend is the Emeritus Corral, the program for the vets, and Veterans Day is Monday. We'll be right back after this.
I was unable to achieve erection. Being single and when searching for a partner, that was always in the forefront of my thinking. I wanted to find a more natural solution.
Lasara offers the only clinically proven medical treatment that reverses erectile dysfunction without the use of pills, needles, or surgery.
I'm just really grateful to Lasara. This is the best decision I could ever have made.
Call now for the Laguna Woods special.
Hi, I'm Wendy Miller, your Laguna Woods real estate professional. Have you been looking for a realtor?
Wendy Miller helped me through the challenging process of real estate here in Laguna Woods. She was helpful, she was fun, she was professional. I really recommend her.
Whether you're thinking of buying, selling, downsizing, or even relocating within Laguna Woods, I am your real estate professional and can help guide you through the entire process. Give me a call and I'll help you make the right move.
I choose to let someone else do the cooking.
I choose to let someone else do the driving.
Choose to experience the good life at Villa Valencia in Laguna Hills. Call or visit us today.
#1 choice for wood flooring and more is LA Carpet.
Now during their 2-day sale, visit their showroom now and get 65% off wood flooring, laminate, and waterproof flooring.
Plus, get 5-year, 0% financing.
LA Carpet, #1 for you.
Movies for this Friday, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp, and that looks fun. Ant-Man was very funny, so this one looks like it's going to be a really good one too. It's obviously a Marvel Disney program, and it is Scott Lang is grappling with the consequences of his choices as both a superhero and a father. Approached by Hope Van Dyne and Dr. Hank Pym, Lang must once again don the Ant-Man suit and fight alongside the Wasp. The urgent mission soon leads to secret revelations from the past as the dynamic duo finds itself in an epic battle against a powerful new enemy. So grab your popcorn and get ready for this action-packed event thriller. And it has Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michael Douglas, and Michael Pena. So that is going to be this Friday, November 9th, and that's at 2 and 7 p.m. Then we also have a classic 1968 How to Save a Marriage and Ruin Your Life. And that is when a carefree bachelor tries to get his best friend to drop his mistress and return to his wife. He finds himself with romantic problems as well. Battle of the Sexes comedy about a freewheeling bachelor who decides to save his friend's marriage by proving that all mistresses are incapable of fidelity. The plot gets complicated when the bachelor offers to set up the wrong girl in a lavish love nest and she accepts, thinking it to be a marriage proposal. Then, of course, it is Dean Martin who is hysterical, Stella Stevens, and Eli Wallach. So that will be on Monday, November 12th at 2 and 6 p.m. Our weather is looking pretty darn good this week. I mean, it's been very nice all weekend, and now this week we're going to be looking at pretty sunny skies, maybe some high clouds. We've got the temperatures are going to be generally in the 70s. 72, 55 for Tuesday, 72, 55 for Wednesday, 75, 56, and then we're going to warm up towards Friday, 80, 51, and then Saturday's going to look pretty good, 79, 52. And around town, we've got, it's probably going to be a little chilly in Big Bear with a high of 63 and the low 33. Beaches are about 69, but boy, you can still get some pretty amazing sunset pictures, but now of course it's going to be earlier because daylight savings is over. But nonetheless, a beautiful fall day with plenty of sunshine and mild temperatures throughout the week. And then this on this day tomorrow, we'll have the Senior Center, the College District will be here. We have the Cat Club, and you have to watch because I think they're going to bring on a kitten. And then we have Leslie Coretti with Active Wellness. And then right after our morning program, we have the GRF meeting, which will start at 9:30. And then don't forget that today is voting, so make sure you get out and vote. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.